I want to start off the video by asking how do we feel about the YZY Gap collaboration engineered by Balenciaga? Is it worth the hype or no? What do we think? What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you guys tuning in. In today's video, I picked up 5 different pieces from the YZY Gap collaboration. I know I'm extremely late to this, so funny enough, the reason I'm making this video is because of TikTok. Now, I did see the pieces pop up. I did some digging into the reviews, try-ons, etc. And I'm like, you know what? Didn't even know this existed, to be honest. So in this video, I'm gonna be talking to you guys about, first of all, is it even worth it? The quality, the fit. I'll obviously show you guys a try-on haul and then talk to you guys about my personal thoughts about the pieces that I picked up. So the first thing I want to talk about is kind of like the vibe the collection's giving me, which is why it interested me in the first place, which is minimal, oversized, and laid back streetwear vibe. This fits perfectly into my current style and the way I like my pieces to fit. And on top of that, I've never even heard of the YZY Gap collaboration, which is literally what I'm looking for when I'm shopping for different pieces. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump into piece number 1. So I'm not gonna lie, I was actually very shocked and surprised by the quality of these pieces when I first opened the package, especially the material itself. I thought these were gonna be like a lightweight material. I was completely wrong. These are double layered. First of all, let me tell you guys the piece. First piece is gonna be this oversized t-shirt in this navy blue colorway. It does come in an oversized fit, as you guys can tell. And it also does have a thick mock neck design as well, with a small, and this is the only logo on the tee, which is right in the center, and it says Gap on it. It's a very small logo, no crazy logos or anything like that. Very minimal, which I like. Now, while the oversized tee is oversized and loose fitting, it's also structured due to the heavyweight material. So it's not gonna slouch, it's not gonna fit weird and awkward. It's really gonna be structured on your body, draped very nicely. And once again, it's all due to this heavyweight material. Double layered, very thick material, so maybe not great for the summertime, but I feel like with at least the oversized tees, you could probably get through if it's not too hot. The other thing about pickup number 1 is it's navy. The navy colorway is a neutral, goes with everything, so it's gonna be super easy to style. A super simple way to style the tee is going with an above the knee short with white sneakers, white tube socks, oversized tee, some jewelry, silver jewelry, and a simple fitted hat like this one. Easy outfit for the summertime. All right, moving on to piece number 2. It's gonna be this loose pair of heavyweight sweats. The sizing is all messed up with these pieces I picked up, but I'll get to that later in the video because that's something you definitely have to pay attention to if you are indeed interested in these pieces. So, talking about the sweatpants. Obviously, they are not cuffed and they are not slim fitting. These are extremely oversized, very loose and comfortable, and they do come in a heavyweight material as well. Now, once again, for the summertime right now, obviously not the greatest thing, but you can get away with it, especially if you're mostly indoors, air conditioning, etc. These I got in a size XL. Now, the reason I picked these up is because you can never have too many sweatpants, number 1, and 2 is I'm on like a loose fit sweatpants kick right now, where especially for gym fits, I'll throw on a simple pair of loose fitting sweatpants, a black or white tank top, and then a simple oversized tee as a pump cover, and then any white sneaker or any sneaker in general. And that's pretty much my go-to for the gym when it comes to outfits, right? Maybe even some fitted sometimes, depends how my hair is looking that day, but that is why I picked up this pair of pants. And then also you can stroll around the house. You can never have too many sweatpants, right? Navy colorway again, once again, because it is a neutral, it'll go with anything. Throw something on top, boom, you're ready to go. You can even throw this in the navy oversized tee I showed you guys earlier and create a monochromatic outfit, which goes perfectly together, and it's super easy. Now, when it comes to the waistband on the sweatpants, I wouldn't say it's the thickest waistband I've ever seen, but it is comfortable and it does come with a cinch on the waist, so you can tighten up the waistband if needed. Can't even mess with it. There you go. You have a cinch on the waistline. You also do have really deep pockets, so your stuff ain't gonna be falling out. Very deep pockets, which I love. And it's just a clean basic. There's no branding on it or anything like that. Just a clean pair of sweatpants. That's gonna be item number 2. All right, moving on to item number 3. We have another oversized t-shirt. I picked this one up in this gray colorway. Once again, a neutral. Same exact thing as the navy blue one. Once again, comes with that mock neck design. Simple, and only branding is the YZY Gap logo or the Gap logo on the middle of the t-shirt. Oversized, heavyweight material. I do like this slate gray. Now, I don't know if you guys are the same as me, but the reason I picked up multiple t-shirts is because I kind of have this thing where it's, if I really like a piece, I have to get more than one colorway, which is not something I would recommend, right? Typically maybe 1-2 colors is what you want to stick to when it comes to the same piece, but I just picked it up anyway. So gray oversized tee is gonna be piece number 3. We do have 2 pieces left. All right, now let's go into this piece. This is gonna be piece number 4, and this is gonna be a gray crew neck. The gray crew neck comes in more of a gray colorway compared to the t-shirt down here. So this is what I mean by a slate gray, and this is more, it's a darker gray. You guys can see the difference there, but yeah. So this is gonna be a gray crew neck. It does have the Gap logo front center of the crew neck. It does come with a more extended mock neck, no hoodie. Obviously it's a crew neck, and it does have, well, it does come in an oversized fit. It's a loose, comfortable, and actually maybe even cropped a little bit. I'm not sure, I don't remember, but it also does have distressed detailing throughout the crew neck. For example, here on the pocket, on the front side of the crew neck, you can see the distressing here. On the actual mock neck itself, distressing here throughout the entire crew neck, as well as even the sleeves. The sleeves have them distressing as well. Obviously not gonna be wearing this for the summertime, so I will be saving this in my closet for when it gets colder again. But I had to pick it up. It's just such a unique piece that fits perfectly into my personal style. Now let's go ahead and jump into the last piece, which is piece number 5. And it's gonna be, once again, another oversized t-shirt, but this is gonna be in the black colorway. This is just my personal favorite. You can't beat all black. It's just a must-have piece. Same design, YZY Gap logo on the front. This one's even harder to tell because it's all black. Mock neck, oversized piece. Obviously, I already talked to you guys about that. So again, not really much to be said about this one. Black colorway, essential, pretty much a requirement. But most importantly, I need to talk to you guys about sizing. Okay, this is gonna be very important. The sizing with these pieces are kind of all over the place. A bunch of mixed reviews. So I wanna see if I can help any of you guys with sizing, because I'm pretty sure you guys can relate to me when it comes to returns. It's probably the worst thing possible, okay? Ordering a piece online is too small, too short, too long, too big. And then you have to go through the return process, print out a label, take it. I would honestly not even want to return it sometimes for just knowing that I need to go through that process. I'd rather just take the L, low key. What I'm trying to say is, to put it into perspective for you guys, this Abercrombie oversized t-shirt is a size XL. That is typically the size I get for all my oversized t-shirts, okay? So to put it into perspective, these are extreme oversized, okay? These I got in a size medium. That's how big these come when it comes to sizing, okay? If you don't listen to me and you get a size XL or your normal size, you're probably gonna be wearing a dress, okay? That's how big these are. So I had to go 2 to 3 sizes down on the t-shirts especially to get the accurate fitting or the accurate sizing for how I actually like my t-shirts to look and the way I like them to fit, okay? So size down for the t-shirts. So for the crew neck, this one's a little bit more forgiving, right? Just depending on how you like your crew necks and your hoodies to fit. If you like it more fitting, then I would maybe recommend sizing down, maybe 1 or 2 sizes. If you want more of that, you know, slim fit, because typically I like to go with, I'm in between a large and an extra large sometimes, more leaning towards the large though. So if you're like me, you're normally a size large, but you want it to be slimmer, then I would recommend sizing down to a medium. Me, I was okay with the more oversized look. I don't know, I wouldn't say size up, to be honest. I would say if you wanted more oversized and just the way it's meant to look, I would say stick to size with a large. If you want it more slim fitting but still oversized, if that makes any sense, go down a size. For the hoodies, I'm not sure. Crew necks, I'm assuming they kind of fit the same way as the hoodies, but I didn't get a hoodie personally, so I wouldn't really comment on the hoodies, I'm not sure. All right, and then last but not least, we have the pants. So with the sweatpants, I would say kind of in between as well with these. So typically I like a size large for my sweatpants, but for these, I actually sized up to a size XL. Now, I could dry them once and maybe it'll fit the way I want them to, but I could have maybe gone down to a large and they would have fit perfectly. So maybe stay true to size with the sweatpants as well. If anything, maybe size down one if you want more of a slimmer fit, but sizing up is only if you want the extreme oversized fit, which I personally enjoy. Maybe not to the extent that I got with these, but I'm okay with it personally. But that would be my suggestion with sizing. So most importantly, pay attention to the sizing of your t-shirts. The rest you can kind of play with depending on how you like your items to fit, but make sure you're really careful and size down with the t-shirts. Trust me, you don't want to get your true size. But anyway, let me know what you guys think of those pieces, and I'll see you guys next time.